Okay. Tablet. Down a second. Okay, so he is an author. The Accidental Pariah. Ah, so he's the author. I don't know why I didn't realize that. Hello. A message from our future saved the president's life once, but within the next 24 hours there will be another attempt and lines of communication are down. Gosh, Dad, what is this? Oh my God. This is inappropriate. Oh, he covered the entire thing. I see. That's, well, too bad. Your secrets are now uncovered, Dad. I guess you can see if there's anything else under it. I don't know that there would be, but you never know. Fresh. 90210. Does anybody still care? That's funny. I was a teenage drag queen. Whoa. The male gaze, how to subvert it. That's so funny. It's funny. Grab coaster. And put the coaster there. And put the tissue box there. Take that tissue box, but you thought I couldn't move you. It's like looking at, it's a lot of books in this house. Damn. Stranger under my roof? Oh, it's about like you're a teenager, like the teen years are fraught with the change of all types, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. But these changes don't just affect your teen. Your teen's turbulent years are a challenge for parents as well. Maybe the biggest challenge you've faced since having children. This book holds insights into your teen's behavior from the very beginning as he or she enters first enters adolescence, up through the end of teen years as he or she enters young adulthood. The practical strategies are here based on well-tested principles of pediatric psychology presented by Dr. Elisa Medina, herself a mother of 2 teenagers. Prepare to gain new tools for establishing a productive, healthy, and loving dialogue with the stranger on your roof. Wow. Ooh. 0451. So we're not going to read the rest of it. That has to be the code. If that is the code, that's a terrible place to put your code. Oh, God. Oh, Masan. Please find... Oh. That was the name in the letter. Okay. Please find enclosed close your original document there in a typed copy for your records. The notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. Checking, what is this? Oscar Masan. Okay, so the person was that. Okay, got it. This is, oh, it's a lost will. Okay. Possessing full confidence. Unmarried, have no children. I declare that I have no outstanding debts to my name. I'm kind of curious what he's in including the dwelling. Oh. Oh, he's his nephew. It's my nephew, Terrence L. Greenbrier. I feel like we heard that before, but for some reason I forgot who asked. Because when I looked at that letter, it's very weird. It was very vague. I could not tell what that letter was about. Okay, so then it would fall to his children. Cool. Okay, so he wrote it anyway. Alright. So is he dead? Sad. So now we'll look at that folder over there. So weird that was just out in the open. Why put a lock on something if you're just going to put the code so obviously? Well, there. Dear Terrence, David had asked me to write you regarding the reviews that you've been submitting to the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There is a word limit. There is a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's become harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non sequiturs from usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations on your childhood. If up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. Ooh. There's tons of guys half your age who would take half your rate and write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time, and he's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everyone will be happy. Ooh. Okay, so he writes for a magazine, and he's hasn't been giving the best reviews. Interesting. Okay, so what we discovered so far is that he's been kind of weirdly, like, mysterious about, like, his nephew, or his uncle, and that, like, you know, did I open the bottom one? Yeah, okay. And, which one did I not go into? We've been here.
Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
It's weird that it's left all this stuff on. Even more reason for me to turn everything on. Oh, some pizza.
This is a severe weather warning.
Why would I have to
Northwest
crouch?
Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties: Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County,
I don't understand.
Tacoma County, and Wistaria
Am I
County.
supposed to be hiding from something?
Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors.
Oh, maybe
Secure
just to
all
look down.
windows and doors.
That
Flood
makes more
conditions
sense.
are expected at lower elevations.
A lot of nice VHSs. Blade Runner Director's Cut. Ooh, all the X-Files. Sweet. Well, not even all of them, but... that's cool. What does it say? Beetlejuice? This is all good stuff.
This is a
Airplane.
severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service
What else we
reports
got?
high
What else we
winds
got?
and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties:
Clash of the
Austin County,
Titans.
Boone County, Dawn County,
A lot of
Tacoma
records.
County,
Time
and
Machine
Wistaria
plus
County.
Clue.
Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors.
Okay, let me
and
actually
secure
get
all
up.
windows and doors. Flood conditions
Fantastic
are expected at lower
Voyage,
elevations.
Top Gun. Ghostbusters Labyrinth. Andromeda Station. Terry! Hey man, how you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has
This
too
is a
much
severe weather
review work
warning.
to do
The
to
Northwest
go
Weather
around,
Service
and he's
reports
looking
high
for
winds and
another
torrential rain
freelancer.
conditions affecting
Naturally, I
the
thought of
following
you.
counties:
You were saying in your
Austin
cast
County, Boone County,
cast
Dawn
letter
County,
how much
Tacoma
of a
County,
pain
and
it is
Wistaria
been
County.
it's been
Residents
trying
are
to find a
strongly urged
publisher
to
for
stay
your
indoors
latest work
and
of
secure all windows
literature,
and
and
doors.
writing
Flood
stereo
conditions are
reviews is
expected
dead
at lower
simple.
elevations.
Sit at home with a glass of scotch and listen to some records and write up how it sounds, and then get paid. I've included some issues of the mag to use as examples if you're interested. Send some samples to my editor and then tell him your old college chum, Mike,
This
sent
is a
you.
severe
Here's the
weather
address.
warning. The
And do
Northwest
it,
Weather Service
Mike.
reports high winds
So
and
these are
torrential
all
rain
like pretty
conditions
old
affecting the
letters,
following counties: Austin County,
you know?
Boone County,
They're all
Dawn
from the
County,
70s.
Tacoma County,
Oh,
and
November
Wistaria
21.
County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors
Huh.
and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are
Wait, I
expected
don't think
at
it's a
lower
real date.
elevations.
Because this is fiction. Oh my god, I sound really dumb now. I just don't know at all. Anyway, he's keeping a lot of his old letters around, which is interesting. X-Files season 1 again.
This is a severe weather warning. The
He really likes the
Weather
X-Files.
Service reports high winds and torrential
I
rain
say
conditions
the dark,
affecting the following counties: Austin County,
the
Boone
dark
County, Dawn County,
Christ.
Tacoma County, and
Crystal.
Wistaria County.
Dark Crystal.
Residents are
Wow.
strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are
All right.
expected at lower elevations.
Open here. I need to grab the highlighters. Oh, this is something recent. Okay, so enclosed, please.
This is a severe
Oh,
weather.
okay. So this is the
The
unit that
Northwest
he's trying
Weather
to
Service
find.
reports high winds and torrential rain conditions
Oh,
affecting the
okay.
following counties: Austin County,
All right.
Boone County,
See, it's and this
Dawn
must
County,
be the
Tacoma
thing
County,
you got in the
and
mail,
Wistaria County.
or the
Residents are strongly
the
urged to stay indoors and secure all windows
the
and
thing.
doors.
What's it called?
Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
The laser disc thing. Laser. Anyway, okay. Grab candle and just throw it over there. All right. It's this Friday. Oh, it's like a. Oh, is this a TV schedule?
This is a severe weather warning.
Boy Meets World.
The Northwest Weather
Oh,
Service reports high winds and torrential rain
Oh.
conditions affecting the
the
following
X-Files.
counties: Austin County,
He like
County,
circled that.
Dawn
I can tell that he likes the
Tacoma
X-Files.
County, and Wistaria
I'm
County.
not familiar with a
Residents
lot of
are
these,
strongly
honestly.
urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors.
I mean, I've heard of them, but
Flood
I never
conditions are
watched that many
expected
of
at
them, you
lower
know? I mean,
elevations.
I've watched, like, a couple episodes of Family Matters or whatever, but step by step, you know, or Full House, you know, I've seen a lot, you know, I've seen a few, you know, sitcoms. Yeah, all these are fun. Cool.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service
All
reports
right.
high winds and torrential rain conditions
It's
affecting
Mom
the
Old
following
Work
counties:
Mug.
Austin County,
She,
Boone County,
is she like a
Dawn
forest ranger?
County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria
Grab a
County.
poster. Alright, let's
Residents are
put this
strongly
where it
urged to
should
stay
be.
indoors and secure
Oh,
all windows
too
and
late.
doors. Flood conditions are expected at lower
Grab
elevations.
mug. Anything? No. Grab button. Pop it there. It's just fun, like, picking up things and plopping them wherever I want to put them, because I can. Okay, insert this tape. Alright, let's see.
This is
Oh
a
shit,
severe
sorry, I
weather
thought I pressed play, then obviously it
Northwest
started
Weather
playing, so I
Service
didn't
reports
need
high
to.
winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties: Austin County,
It's good.
and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged.
Sam, thought this might help, Dad. Making friends. Oh. Feeling lonely? It's a piece of cake to make friends. Oh, it's sad. I think.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star
this?
around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually
I want
dressed
to drink this.
kind of
Why can't I
punk,
drink this?
but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense.
Oh,
I had no
wow,
idea
true.
how I would ever
Genuine
like,
haunting.
have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Cool. I want to go in there. Alright, cool. You made a good mess of this room. Oh, it's like a little kid thing. Oh, grade 2. Oh, it's like the Turtle People, part 1. Oh, kid stuff like this is so cute. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard the cannon fire. Boom! It was the black pirate ship, she yelled. I thought we'd lost them at Horse Island, the first mate said. Looks like we thought too soon. The black ship came alongside. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father were a liar. Captain Allegra yelled back, Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile? The first mate yelled out, We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see father was no liar. The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. Now west, she said, and the ship sailed toward the sunset. Oh, it's a cute story. Oh, what's this? New note. I almost didn't see that. Dear Mrs. I almost said December. Greenbrier, I would like to talk to you about the stories that Samantha has been writing lately. They're what I would expect from the little boys in the class, which, along with a few other tendencies I have observed, brings me a bit of concern. Please call to schedule a parent-teacher meeting at your earliest convenience. Thank you, Karen. So she can't write about pirates because she's a girl? Excuse me? Rude. It's the 80s when she wrote that. She can do whatever she wants. Thank you very much. Alright, what else do I have to look at? Did I discover everything here? National Forestry Manual. Alright. Bunch of coupons. Alright. Did I look at this already? No, probably not, because I'm turning on every light that I walk into. Every room that I walk into. Yeah, turn this one on. Grab textbook. World history. Good read. Read assignment. Okay. Oh, this is a day after my birthday. Anytime something's near my birthday, I have to mention it. Oh, so this is about the menstrual cycle. Cool, fun times. I don't want to read all this. Oh. The menstrual cycle, a novella. It sounds like a lot to see me. Ooh, okay. Since it's see me, we'll read it because it could be interesting. The early morning of September 1st, 1937, Essa Glatz, I don't know what that says, stares out at the window of her train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Wellen in Poland. As the train rambles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. Essa's train approaches its destination. Her heart races. The lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. Ew. As Essa sops up, okay, it's fine. It's obvious, whatever. She's about to get a period or whatever, right? So, happens. But, anyway, as Essa steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. And then there, her dear Boris, still in his baker's smock. He must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of the steam engines, a deep hum grows. It's coming from the sky. dark shadows pass over the station, a whistling sound. Essa, her thoughts only for a second faster than the bombs, reaches out toward her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes lock and a moment freezes. The flash and the smoke envelops him almost instantly. In the assault by the German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed. The rest, including Essa and, for a time, Borislav, huddle in a half-destroyed church. He is blind. His legs are missing, bandaged with torn bedsheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting a sperm. It dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance. As a daring spy and saboteur, another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows to prepare for pregnancy. Okay, that was great. So that was just a lovely story about ovulation. You know, that's awesome. That's awesome. She did a great job. So yeah. I don't know why she says "see me" on it. I think that was quality work, and yeah, I appreciate that. Ovulating is something that, you know, we should be able to be creative and tell stories about. Nice.
Somehow I always
Look over here.
someday we see through.
Nice bottle of Irish
Now that it's
whiskey.
happened,
What's this?
I just can't.
Vodka.
I've done the best I could. Keep
Ah.
from feeling blue.
Also from the 70s. I wrote for me that unfortunately Mercury Books were unable to publish a follow-up to Accidental Pariah, despite the low sales of Accidental Savior.
Why, Daddy, I didn't know.
We went ahead with the publication of the second book in hopes of the drama series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end here. It's a pleasure working as your publisher, and we wish you, John and John Russell, the best in your future endeavors. Ooh.
Thought I killed the crane for you.
Sorry, Dad.
I dug my heart a grave.
Some empty shot glasses.
Your kisses keep on haunting me.
Convenient that this is all near the alcohol drawer
I
or
got
cabinet.
weed for you.
I wish you had a weed for me.
Oh, tell me why. Why must
There you
I think about you?
All right, let's open this door.
Oh, Daddy,
All right.
tell me why.
Wow, a lot of copies of the book.
Without you, da-da-da-dee,
Damn, that's a lot. Read letter. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape. His Nintendo Street Fighting tape? And I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit anytime. Sincerely, Mary Schultz. Okay, it's like recent?
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And
Yeah, I
Daniel
guess
only
so.
got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore.
Aw.
But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Oh, using him to his, using him for his games. That's not fair. Katie, please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. Is that a recent note? Oh boy. Hi Lonnie, so if you wanted to come over to my house this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive. Drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Hurry back and leave this in my locker if you, still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after 6. Samantha, yeah, I'm totally in. See you there, but then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready. Oh.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked.
Whoa.
And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl.
Please,
But then
whatever
she
you
said
found,
she's
don't tell
always
Mom
really
and
wanted
Dad
to
the
see the
attic.
psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Oh. Locked. Why would that be locked? Creepy. So what's in here? I want this playing. Just want to make sure I looked everywhere before going upstairs. Okay. Check this room, right? 2. Alright, let's go upstairs then. Oh wait. Sticky lamp. Alright. So there's a lot of fire. That sucks. It's in October 94. Oh, in addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires in drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for forestry and firefighting personnel involved, said the senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier. Hey, that's the mom. That's cool. She's in the paper. I mean, it's about fires, but still. Alright. Personal calendar. Couples branding? Couples what? Huh. Brushing? Man, why can't there be like a read option so you can tell me what they're saying? I can't read people's handwriting at all. Oh. Ballroom dancing, that's cute. A lot of these things are X'd out though. Cooking class is never X'd out though. Huh. Interesting. Can I open this up? Alright. Accepting. Okay, so
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Okay. I think after we read these things on the wall, I think we'll put a pause right there. And we'll continue this next time. But first, let me just look at this. Stop leaving every damn light on in the house. You know what? You're as bad as your sister? Apparently, because I am leaving every light on in every room I walk into. Because I feel more comfortable that way. I feel more comforted. To whom may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old and therefore an independent, fully functioning human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd, compared with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being, and since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter, Samantha. I mean, is she wrong? No. I'm guessing this is Samantha's room. Anyway, so I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!